this is Sophia from Jane, back with another video on our practitioner daysheet. This is part 2 of our 2-part series, and I wanted to take the opportunity to cover some additional items that I didn't get a chance to cover in that first video. So you can see here that I've signed in with practitioner Susan Lowe, and I've already clicked into our daysheet, which is this top blue button in the top left corner. Once we're here, again, you'll be able to see all of your upcoming appointments in the day. And you'll also have some options at the bottom of this area here. You can click the left arrow to go backwards. You can click today to get back to today. And you can also go forward. So if you're searching for a specific appointment, you can use these toggles to help with that. I'm going to click today to return here. Now, for a faster way to navigate to a specific date, if you have one in mind, you can always select the calendar icon, and Jane is going to bring up the calendar where you can select a certain month, a certain year, and then go through the month, 1 month at a time. Before we move on from this area, you'll also notice that there is a little coffee cup here. This is for scheduling breaks in your day view. So if I select this coffee cup, I'm going to go into break mode. And the next thing that I do is when I click into my schedule, such as 5:30, let's say, Jane is going to bring over the break pane on the right-hand side. Here, I can just ensure that the start time and end time are the times that I wish. I'm going to move this to 6. And I can also repeat this break directly from this pane as well. So if I want to do it every day with a shift or weekly, I can do that here. The other thing that I wanted to mention is you can add in a note for yourself, just so that you can remember why you made this break in the first place. So maybe you wanted to add a note. You can also use emojis, which is a kind of a fun little visual for yourself too. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to click into an appointment on the left-hand side in the day view. When we select an appointment, we're going to be able to see all of the charts listed for this specific patient. You may see your own name as the chart author, or if you work at a clinic who has other practitioners working and charting there as well, then you'll be able to see their charts here too. If they have their chart set to My Eyes only, then of course these will not be visible. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is if you click this appointment once more, Jane is going to bring the appointment pane up on the right-hand side. If you're on a device like a smartphone or an iPad, for example, you just have to tap that appointment with your finger twice and Jane will bring this over as well. If this patient comes in for their appointment, we can click the Arrive button and Jane is going to turn that appointment green. So if you have a front desk staff, for example, and they click that Arrive button, you're going to be able to see this change in real time on your schedule and know that they're ready for their appointment. There's some high-level information within the booking info area that you can take a look at. I've even seen some front desk staff communicate to the practitioner by adding in a note for this patient. So if the practitioner did know to check into the notes, they'd be able to see this note added from the front desk staff. Once we're ready, we can select Pay. And a summary of the outstanding costs from the patient are going to be listed here. We're then going to select Next. And the patient can settle up for their appointment. Jane will remember the last payment method that was used on file. If they're not using an account credit and they're using something else, you can just hit that X, click into Add Payment Method, and then select one of the outside of Jane methods, or maybe they have a credit card that you can save on file for them through Jane Payments. Let's select Cash. And then we can pay without a receipt, we can pay with a printed receipt, or we can pay and email the patient a receipt. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. And once it's sent, Jane is going to let me know once the receipt for payment has been emailed. So I hope this was helpful walking through the rest of the practitioner day view. And I hope again that you feel more confidence working through this area. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Our email is support@janeup.com, and happy booking.